LiveHipHopDaily.tv.
We back.
Got the homie in the building, special guest.
DJ Selfie Stick. What's happening?
Hey man, we got Pat McGee in the building, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. I appreciate you coming through. Especially on like such a late notice, man. We do stuff like that sometimes, so
It's all good.
But what I do want to talk to you about is I had a chance to listen to some music, and the video that I saw that made me think like, oh, okay, yeah, well, we need to go ahead and set this up. Is you took things back with like the flip mode,
Right? Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And so I'm a fan of Busta Rhymes.
Yeah,
you know
me
what I'm
too.
saying? So when I see something like that, the first thing come to my mind is like, well, okay, hold on, how old is this dude? Number one. And number two, like, you know, what was the inspiration behind like doing a record like and paying homage to him?
I'm 22.
Okay.
The inspiration was just like when I heard the beat, it just reminded me of that time. Like,
Yeah.
Like that in particular, and then like I would say like the Jay-Z songs he got with Timbaland and stuff like that. That's just what made me like want to make a song like that. So I just did it.
Dope, man. So tell the people like your journey in music while I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Like your journey, like where did everything kind of start for you?
Well, I started rapping when I was like 7, and I just never stopped. The reason why I started was because I had a cousin. He passed away when I was real young, and he was a rapper, and I always thought he was like cool or whatever. So I just figured I should pick it up, and then I didn't have any beats or anything to rap on, so I had to start making them. So like when I was like around 12, that's when I started like playing with Fruity Loops and stuff like that, and then I just kept at it, got better and better.
Man, it's like it's so amazing to me like to hear that story. Like for one, being 12 and like having the access to the stuff you had access at 12, because I'm thinking like myself, like I'm 31, right? So when I was 12, that was like what, 7th grade maybe? Like yeah, 7th grade. And I'm trying to think like we just didn't have access, like, you know what I'm saying? Like luckily for me, I mean I take that back, I did have access because my dad, like, you know, he's been doing music for a long time.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I had access to stuff, but it was like kind of like if you didn't have it, you know, inherited type thing,
Yeah.
it was like how you gonna make music, you know what I'm saying? And like for you to have that dream at 7 and just like, all right, I'm about to, you know, start making music, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's just amazing to me. Like at 12 you working everything out.
Well, I mean, to be a little bit more specific, other than my cousin passing away, that was like when I was 7. That was like around the time like Bow Wow and Romeo was like
Gotcha.
real
Okay.
popping and shit. So I was like, they kids, so like I could do this shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's part of the reason. And then how I got Fruity Loops is from my aunt. Her boyfriend at the time like made beats and shit.
Okay.
So
okay.
she like put the program on a disc and gave it to me for my birthday one time.
That's dope. That's dope. Like paying it forward.
That's dope. They
Yeah.
had Romeo and Bow Wow. We had Crisscross.
Yeah, you're right. Though. You're right. Absolutely.
Yeah, where you from?
Maryland, like the DC area.
Okay.
Yeah, DMV, man. Like, all right, so I got a confession, right? Maryland area. I've been to Maryland quite a few times. Been to DC. I got homies in DC right now too. You ever been like, and I'm talking about Baltimore more specifically, right?
Okay.
So before I ever went to Baltimore, of course I saw The Wire.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, okay, is this what Baltimore really is like? And I was like, no, it can't be like this. Like this is just a show. And then I went to Baltimore.
Nah, it's real.
Outside of down, like by the pier, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like-
But see, that's the thing. Like I was just talking to somebody about this. Baltimore and where I'm from in Maryland is like two different places, because Baltimore is like an hour away from DC. Right?
Okay.
So it's close, but it's like two totally different worlds.
Yeah, yeah.
So like in the DMV, when people say DMV, they're talking about the DC metropolitan area. So anything outside of where the trains run
Gotcha,
in DC isn't considered the DMV. So Baltimore isn't considered the DMV.
That's Baltimore. Like, yeah, gotcha.
I don't even think they like to be
Really?
considered the DMV. You know what I'm saying? Like they really like are into their Baltimore thing. But I have homies there. I've been there quite a few times. Like I stayed out there for like a little while. So like I know. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely like a rude awakening, man. Being from like, DMV area, and I'm trying to think like right now the most, I guess, notable artist in hip hop right now would probably be Wale. Is that safe to say? Like that's from that area.
Yeah,
like,
he's the one that's had the most success.
Okay. Like,
far.
did he, or is that any somebody that you even paid attention to, in like your upbringing with music?
Yeah, definitely. Cause he was like aside from music, he was really like on like his streetwear, like sneaker shit. So that was one thing that he influenced a lot. He influenced like the entire rap game with that shit, like hands down. Like niggas wasn't really on that type of shit before him. I'm not even gonna like try to sugarcoat this shit or none of that. But he was also one of the few people that was doing the whole go-go and putting it in rap and stuff like that. Like he like got a lot of notoriety off of that. So Wale was definitely a big deal. He still is. He was definitely a big deal, like coming up, because he used to go around like to the malls and shit and pass all the CDs, and like people used to actually like be able to see this nigga, like you know what I'm saying, like they seen how he came up. So yeah, I would say Wale's a big deal.
What exactly is go-go music? I don't know. I probably heard it, but I just didn't know what it was.
I mean, if you
No,
listen
it's-
to Wale, yeah.
You know what's crazy? I did a show here for A3C in October.
Get a little bit closer to that mic.
Oh, my bad. I did a show here in October for A3C. The song that I opened up my set with was a go-go song. Just because I wanted to test it to see if like people in Atlanta would fuck with it. It got a really good response. So I think the fact that it's like bounce driven, I think that's why people down south fuck with it. But like that's it. Like up north they really don't fuck with go-go's. Like
Okay,
they really hate that shit. It sucks.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So
It's like really?
I went to Norfolk State in Norfolk, Virginia, and during my time in the 92, 95 area was sardines.
Yeah.
That was my
Yeah. Back then they was making what they call pocket go-go. And like that's like derivative of like the Chuck Brown,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
EU and shit like that. Like you seen what movie is that? School Days?
Yeah, I'm familiar with the go-go sound.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
So like that was what was popular back then, and then like the new kids came in and they came through with like the bounce beat and shit like that, which is a totally different like drum pattern, and it's like really basically go-go's like really percussion driven.
Yeah.
And it's like real like call and response, and then like they call like neighborhoods out and shit like that, like just to like get people to dance and like to feel good and shit.
you remember that group Lumandi or something?
The two girls?
Yeah, that
Lumandi.
whatever that hot song they had, is that?
Nah.
That's not go-go. Oh, okay.
Yo,
I'm trying to think. What
Chuck,
could
you know
be
Chuck
considered-
Brown? Doing the but
That's not Chuck Brown,
not
but-
Chuck Brown,
yeah.
but yeah, that's EU.
Yeah.
That's EU. So that's go.
Perfect example.
Okay.
You heard "It's Love" by Jill Scott?
It's love.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how it go, but yeah.
that's go-go.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Almost like
Okay, I get it.
like
I
a
get it.
jam, like in a jam session, like
get
where they
it.
would just break down and you just basically drums and
Yeah,
Like
but what y'all understand?
It's different,
It's
right?
different. It's
Yeah.
different than what the younger kids like my age and shit was doing. Like I would have to play you that because it's really hard to explain. Like it's just like it's like real improv driven, real percussion driven, real just like live. Like it's like exciting. It's like it's really like a feeling, and you would have to really experience it. You would really have to go to a party
Gotcha.
in DC. Or
That sounds like it'll be fun though, from what I'm imagining now.
Yeah.
Now that I kind of know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was the same in Atlanta. Like y'all parties used to end with fights and shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Like it's like that. Like shit used to get real at the let outs of parties and shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? Aside from the negative stuff, it was pretty tight.
Some good music. So what bring you to the city, man? What you got going on?
I'm here with y'all.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I like to hear right
now.
That's what I like to hear. I know you got an album right now that you pushing, 1920.
Yes.
So okay, for one, you can't have an album title like 1920 and don't explain it, because I'm like, maybe I'm thinking like, okay, is it 20? Like you talking about your age? Like
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So explain.
Right.
All right.
I'm gonna explain. Basically, the recording process of that album was just it was like showing like the growth of me as a person and me as an artist. And like I recorded it between me being 19 and me turning 21. So like just that time period.
Gotcha.
And then it's symbolic because a lot of the people that I look up to, like a lot of them made shit happen for themselves when they was like around 19 or 20.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Like specifically, like my mom moved out of her parents' house when she was 19, and then it was like a few rappers that had like their like turning point was like when they was 19, like when they realized they really wanted to do this shit.
Okay.
That was just something that I heard a lot, so it was just something that I wanted to like put into my music.
Gotcha. That's dope.
That's dope.
I like that a lot. Like that, because when you see it, you know, our mind is kind of triggered to automatically think, oh, okay, 1920. So like, what happened in 1920? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And it's like, okay, I got you.
Yeah,
definitely.
It definitely wasn't the year.
Yeah, I hope not, man. We sitting over here looking at the modern day Benjamin Button.
I'm trying to think. I was about to say the 30s. That's like what Ottawa was based off of, right?
Yeah, kind of
So
like
what
that.
happened in the 20s? Like that was like the Great Depression and shit.
I think so. See, you over here doing that historical data and stuff. I don't know them dates like that, man. It's been a while.
Sure
It's been a while. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, yeah. I mean, I only know it because I'm not fresh out of high school, but
yeah,
I wasn't there that long ago.
So I'm okay. You basically fresh out of high school. So I'm gonna say this, and I don't know what kind of high school you went to, but just know that probably 85% of that stuff you learn, you're gonna forget about, and you won't even need it. It's like it's just, I don't know. That's gonna go on a whole nother tangent, but it's just like, it's amazing to me the information that they give us in public school, that you just don't necessarily need in life. You know what I'm saying?
I think school is just dumb. Like I really don't fuck with school. I was a pretty good student, but school is just like, well, at least college, I think it's like a scam. Like the fact that you gotta pay for that shit.
Talk about it.
And then like you gotta pay back all those loans and shit like
Talk
that. Like
about
that
it.
shit,
Yeah.
like that's a lot of money, and people really like spend the rest of their life trying to pay that shit back. Like
Absolutely.
that's not the life I'm trying to live.
Absolutely. I understand that, man. Definitely, man. So look, man, before we get out of here, man, like tell the people, how can they contact you if they want to hear this album? What's the best way that they can go about reaching you, and all of that?
All right, my website is mattxmcgee.com. mattxmcghee.com. My Twitter page is Matt McGee, MATTMC capital GHEE. And my Instagram is Matt X McGee, basically the website without the .com.
Gotcha.
And my SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Matt-McGee. So yeah.
You got a single you pushing?
Going with the
What did I
flip mode?
just drop? Flip mode.
Well,
Flip mode, and then like anything else that's on my SoundCloud. Like I'll be dropping shit randomly, but Flip mode is the one that I'm pushing for real.
All right, cool.
Okay,
Let's get into
all
that
right.
video. Let the people know.
All right. Well, this is Flip Mode, produced by Lakim from Soulection, and myself and my man from back home, Alan LeGrand. This is the video. Thank you.
Word.
Thanks, guys.
Cool. We'll be back. Good Hennessy Show.
Word.